Hello, grade 2. It's time for your work in your purple packet. This would be the Tuesday paper. And I know that I have given you a ability to print out all of these. And this is the one that we're looking at. So I'm going to make it as large as I can right now. If for some reason you want to do this on your own and then pause the movie, pause the video, and then check back and see what else I can explain to you about this, it would be a good idea for you. And the papers are available to be printed if you need to do that, okay? All right, so our first task says, which is the complete sentence? Remember, don't be tricked by extra long means it's complete, short means it doesn't have enough. Don't be tricked by if it has a capital and an end mark. It's more about what the words say. So we have to read them. Danny loves to read about dinosaurs, reads every book about dinosaurs in the library. Now, only one of these is complete. It's the sentence that has two parts, the subject and the predicate. So remember, the subject is who or what the sentence is about. And in sentence 1, I'm going to draw a line between these parts. Danny is who the sentence is about. That's the subject. The predicate tells us about that subject. What about Danny? He loves to read about dinosaurs. So our complete sentence is number 1. Sentence 2, never was mentioned who reads every book. Okay. All right, over here we have an easy thing to do, it would seem. All you would need to do is put these two parts together to make a word. However, there's more to learn here. We need to know that words can be made this way because we have a base word. And in this case, the base word is do. And we have a suffix. So what can be a little tricky about this is sometimes our suffixes seem like they're words that we could call a base word. A base word is a word that can be all by itself. Our word do is that word today. A suffix is just a word part. It has its own meaning. This one seems a little tricky, kind of like yesterday, because the word able, I keep typing able instead of what I want to type here. Well, all right, I'll finish with able. The able is a suffix, as well as it could have been a base word. But in this situation, able is connected to the base word. And we would pronounce this word slightly different than saying do able. We would say doable. The word is doable. And what does it mean? Able means can do it, can be done, possible, things like that. Okay? So if you think about the word doable, the meaning would be able to be done or able to do. So somebody might say, do you think we can go fishing today? I think that's doable. They mean, I think we are able to do that. I think we can do that. So that's a special meaning on the end of some base words, the suffix able, which kind of is pronounced a little differently when it's attached. Doable is our word. All right, let's work on our pencil sentence. It says, Jamie and I walked to the store, bought a Coke, and drank it. Lots of things happening here. Always knowing that sentences have to have a capital at the beginning. Yes, for two reasons, right? The name and the beginning of the sentence. And they have to have an end mark. This one's missing. What type would I use? Well, this sentence seems to be telling, right? Telling what Jamie and I did. So that sentence should end with a period. That would make it a declarative sentence in this case. It's just giving information, telling. Some things I'm noticing. We would never leave the word I lowercase. It's always capitalized. I'm wondering if you're thinking that this capital C is wrong. It needs to be capitalized. It's just fine. It's a name of a product. It's a brand name. Coke is a pop, right? And each pop has its own brand name, and you capitalize it. Whether it's Pepsi or Mountain Dew, Sprite, those words are capitalized. They're names of a brand. Okay. All right. Maybe you're also remembering what we worked on yesterday. We have 3 things here that the people did. Walked to the store, bought a Coke, drank it. So this is a series of events. So we put commas after all of them except the last one. First thing they did, walk to the store. Put a comma after it. Second thing they did, bought a Coke. Put a comma after it. Final thing they did is drank it. No need to put a comma after the last one, even if it doesn't end the sentence. Okay. All right. On to the bottom parts here. I would know you would be able to read this saying, our postman delivered the mail. What we have worked on here are homophones. Homophones are words that sound exactly alike, but they have different spellings, and the different spelling is connected to a different meaning. So you have to pick the one spelled the way you mean. So we are talking about letters, magazines, the type of thing that the postman or the mail carrier would bring. That type of mail is the one at A. Choice B is the word male, like a man or a boy, like male and female. So you wouldn't want that one. Our last thing today is what we're calling subject verb agreement. Agreement does not mean that they don't fight, like they agree all the time rather than disagree. No, it means they go together in the correct way. And what is done with this lots of times is you can tell how it sounds. I'm going to read it to you. The alley cats howl all night. The alley cats howls all night. I'm sure by sound you could tell the better word is A. But you know, sometimes you're not going to be able to tell by sound. So you have to know this rule. It depends on how much you have in your subject. Is your subject a singular thing or a plural thing? So our subject today is the alley cats. And that's plural because cats has an S on it. I know you can't see that. I kind of blocked it out. But we have more than one cat here. That's a plural subject. So if you have a plural subject, your present tense verb does not get an S. In some situations, you can kind of check this by having the rule only one S. If you have an S on the subject, no S on the verb. You wouldn't want 0 S's and you wouldn't want 2 S's. There only can be one. It doesn't work that way all the time, but that is one other way you can check. I hope that helped you. We have nothing to type and submit for this lesson this week. There are some other things, of course, that we're doing in language. So just follow along and learn this and do all of your IXL up to the score of 50. That's listed in your work. Okay, thank you.